What's up, COD Nation? My name is Graybeard Gamer, bringing you the first half of a game of domination on the map Hunted. And today we're going to talk about a couple different things. We're going to talk about class setup, we're going to talk about kill streaks, we're going to talk about specialist and how to use all three of those to have a great round in domination. If you watch this video all the way through, you'll see that I end up going 33-3 in the first round, or 31-3, I can't remember. A lot of those were kill streak kills. So we're going to talk about how to use the kill streaks as well. First, let's go over the class setup. I'm using the Razorback with the Elo sight, rapid fire, extended mag, and suppressor. I'm running the trip mine as I always do, or most often do. Ghost, scavenger, and dead silence. I probably could have switched dead silence out for maybe tac mask or something like that, but I didn't really need it here. But in a lot of games of domination, you do. The kill streaks I'm running are the Wraith, UAV, and GI unit. And the specialist that I'm using is Ruin. And the reason I use Ruin is because you don't have to have necessarily line of sight on the enemy to use Ruin effectively and pick up a lot of XP by clearing off A, B, or C. If you see the flag is flashing, if your team owns A, B, or C, and the flag is flashing, you can pretty much jump up in the air on the other side of any cover or obstacle and hit your bumper buttons and take out the entire team. So that's why I use them. Now the War Machine works good too. A lot of people use the War Machine, but I prefer Ruin right now. But let's talk about the class setup a little bit. A lot of people like to run grip on the Razorback. I don't think it's necessary. I feel like the recoil is very controllable. I do, though, struggle sometimes with my accuracy, and that's why I run extended mags and scavenger, because that allows me to have an error or a miss or what have you and still be able to take out the enemy without the need for reloading in the middle of a gunfight, because that's almost always death. Kill streaks. I'm running the Wraith and the GI unit because I kind of wanted to see if I could figure out the most strategic and most advantageous place to set your kill streaks to get the most bang for your buck. And I believe we found it. A lot of people try to put, when they get the Wraith especially, they try to put it over the enemy spawn. And unless you're playing in a game like Safeguard, that's not really going to help you out. In domination, the spawns flip so much, especially if you play the way that I play, going between A and C, that it's not going to help you pick up your maximum amount of kills or maximum potential kills with your Wraith. If you put it right over the middle of the map, and it doesn't necessarily have to be over B, if you put it anywhere near B, most of these maps are pretty narrow, and it can still pick off the enemies at B and get plenty of kills for anybody who runs in the middle of the map. And if you'll notice, in most of the games of domination, even if they're not going for B, most of the fights will take place in the middle area of the map, regardless of the width. Another map that comes to mind is Fringe. A lot of the fights take place either in the tunnel in the middle of the map, or they take place in a little courtyard, or they take place at B. So the middle of the map is the best place to put your Wraith. And the same thing for the GI unit. If you drop your GI unit in the middle of the map, the GI unit's just going to run back and forth between A and C, taking out the enemy. I don't know exactly how many kills I got with the Wraith, but I know I got, in the first round, I got 10 kills with the GI unit, which is, I think, probably the most I've ever had with one use of the GI unit. So that would be the best place to set it up and to put it, would be in the middle of the map. The only thing I would change or do differently is I use the Wraith and the GI unit at the same time. And I think probably you kind of steal kills from yourself when you do that. You don't maybe maximize the amount of kills per kill streak. I don't know if that makes sense, and it may not be true, but I just kind of felt like maybe I shortchanged myself a little bit and I could have kept the constant pressure on the enemy instead of throwing them out there at once and having a blitzkrieg. I could have just kept constant pressure on them, but we did take the lead in the first round because of those kill streaks. So I guess it was okay. We actually ended up losing this match. I was pretty disappointed about that. We didn't lose it by much, but I think as a team we became a little bit predictable in the second round, and because of that, they were able to kind of cut us off at every point. I became predictable as well. So the other thing I would recommend is not being predictable. That doesn't mean don't run between A and C, because that's what you always do. Change the way that you run between A and C. Anyway, guys, that's it. Kill streaks, specialist, class setup. Try it out. My name is Graybeard Gamer, and I'm out.